Holy shit! All right, we're getting this off to a good start.
Wow.
I'm sorry, you know how I get when I have an audience.
Yes. Murph is kindly here on Eastern time, so we can't go much longer past our 7:30. So everyone keep it snappy.
Isn't Arrow also in Eastern time? Oh no, you're
No,
Central.
she's Central.
I'm in Central.
Okay.
I used to be.
I am going to do an intro now, and then we're gonna wing this motherfucker.
We're not winging it. You made show notes.
Yeah, which was
This
really
is like
great.
the least wingy episode we've ever done.
It's true. This is like scarily organized.
My favorite episodes are those ones where we like literally have nothing and we talk about it on air what we're going to talk about, and then everybody's like, "That was your greatest episode ever."
Yeah, no, that
and
always
we
kind of
run
confuses
over.
me.
It's like an hour and 20 minutes long.
Yeah, and I edit it down to like 45 minutes. Yeah. Murph, if you like, there's something in your toolbar called the Hangout Toolbox, and you're welcome to also put your Twitter handle as your little name tag if you like. It kind of looks like a little red wrench thing.
Okay.
You are not obligated to do that, but you may as well pimp out your Twitter handle while you're here. And
Yeah.
You can only do it if you have a camera. Alas.
alas.
Luckily, your Twitter handle is easy.
It is true.
You're not like Leor and had to put an S at the end.
I did actually have to.
Has Leor.
I did actually have to start with a funky handle, but then they deleted, so I was like, sweet.
Yeah, if that Leor guy ever goes away, I'm taking that. Okay,
So
intro.
there's a person that I interacted with on a professional level named Leor, with no E.
Huh.
Yeah. Apparently,
That's a
it's some
weird
sort
name.
of Eastern European name.
Maybe we know each other.
Probably.
Spirit friends.
Seems pretty likely.
Seems
Yeah.
legit.
Okay, intro. I do one now.
It good is good.
75. What's the date? It's gonna be the
We
3rd.
talk how words do go.
All right, here we go. Intro. Yet?
The semi-professional throat clearing was that was pretty spectacular.
This is people think this is a professional show. Okay.
Well, people are wrong.
Theory.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 75 of Cat Context Podcast for June 3rd, 2015. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today. We've got E3 coming up. I totally forgot. I made show notes, and now it's totally gone out of my head the minute we started recording. We got
WildStar.
things.
Why did you even
WildStar.
bother?
We don't want to talk about WildStar. Okay, we could talk about WildStar, but we have lots of things to talk about. With me today, as usual, are my two co-hosts, Aralate and Alindra, and we also have a special guest today. It is C.T. Murphy from the blog Murph versus Hey Murph. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I am doing very well. How's your weekend been?
Good. Play a lot of Final Fantasy.
That's nice. That's what I did too, so high five. What level are you?
50.
Oh, okay, so you're doing the endgame stuff too.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is a lot. I know.
Yeah.
You do the run-up, all the quests to get there, and then you realize there's like as much, if not more, after that point.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of
an
running
MMO.
around.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff. Aralate, how's your weekend been?
My Mr. Arrow is sick, so my weekend has been a post-apocalyptic hellscape of hot dogs and macaroni and cheese.
Mm.
So yeah, we don't know how to feed ourselves when he can't cook. We have no idea what we're doing.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. I've been living off peanut butter and popcorn. The kids think this is awesome.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's the greatest thing ever for the kids.
So we'll see what happens when he's well. And we have to go back to real food.
Right. Sounds like there's a lot of vegetables in your future. Ellie, how's your weekend been?
Good. I don't know. I'm tired. I got up early this morning to put my son in a tutu with his mom for a 5K. So.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he didn't wear a tutu. Just she did.
I think he could have worn a tutu, though. He would have rocked it.
He didn't have a tutu. Otherwise, he totally would have worn a tutu.
I'm
I
wearing
have-
it right now.
Perfect. That is the dress code for this show. I have seen photos of your adorable son in a tiara from this event, though, on Instagram. So,
That's true.
yeah. So it's not a tutu, but it's pretty good. Excellent. Okay, so we're talking about stuff today. I have to cut this part out because I literally have totally forgotten what we're talking about today.
And that's why we don't bother with show notes.
Oh my god, I made these notes, and I was like, this is going to
Did
be
you
great.
open the show notes?
I've opened them right now. Okay.
And you
Wait.
know the reason why you did show notes is you were all, oh, Murph will be so impressed by how professional we are. Ha ha ha, we'll totally trick him. Yeah. See how well that worked?
I am totally impressed.
All right, I'm back on track now. I've got my show notes. So we've got a number of different topics that we can touch on today, all of which make us angry. But I want to start with the one that if you follow us on Twitter, I published a bit of Aerolade's rant in IRC about this, which had a wonderful response. I want to talk about flying in Draenor. So Ian Hazakonis, otherwise known as Watcher.
It started there.
Yes, he used to be the raid leader for Elitist Jerks. Kind of an interesting guy. He did an interview with Polygon a couple weeks ago on a Friday, which is definitely the angry news release day, and kind of slipped in that while they said that flying would be coming later in Warlords of Draenor, it's actually, not ever going to go in at all. And in fact, from this point on, they don't think they're going to put flying in any of their new content from here on in. And let me tell you, the internet exploded. Exploded. People are still angry. This is like brother against brother. People are stabbing each other over flying in Draenor. It's insane. So I guess let me throw it out to you guys first, and Merce, since you're the guest, we put it to you. Is flying, I know you're not a WoW player, but is flying a make or break thing for you if you were in that situation?
No. But it's been in the game so long. It blows my mind that they're taking it out or planning on not adding it anymore. I mean, I've written about it a couple times. It's just kind of like, hey, Blizzard, you're one of the biggest companies or biggest MMOs around. Maybe spend that money on designing a game that works instead of just cutting. That
is kind of their thing now. Era, how do you feel about this?
About flying? See, I can just talk about flying. They can't take a. I mean, it's standard sociology 101. You can't remove things that people already have and expect people not to get shirty about it. It's been in the game so long, and it was such a big selling point that other games then started putting in flying because Blizzard did it. And so now they're like, well, we've decided it sucks, so we're not going to do it anymore. And, screw you guys who have spent real, actual money on flying mounts that we have sold for you. You can't use them in the way they were designed anymore. And, didn't they just put a new one up for sale, last week?
The 21st of May, I think it was.
Yeah, and that, I will agree, that is totally shitty. That's a shitty thing to do, to put up a flying mount and then declare a week later, oh, wait, but you can't fly anymore. I did see an excellent tweet that was like, congrats all you, what a long, strange trip it's been, holders on your waddling pink dragon.
I don't have a problem with that. I love that as a ground mount. I already
Oh, no, they look so terrible. The dragons do not look good on the ground because not what they're supposed to be for.
That's a proto-drake.
It is.
The proto-drakes look awesome. Shut up.
No.
They should at least make them
You're so wrong. You are so wrong. The proto-drakes are amazing.
A hover seems like a reasonable thing. Yeah. I think, for me, I actually think that flying, I can see why they're taking flying out. And I'm nervous about them putting flying in Final Fantasy. I hope it works out. I don't think it's probably a good idea. And so I can see why they want to get rid of it. But I think Blizzard has really good technical minds and the worst customer service, publicity minds ever. They suck at making announcements like this and doing it in a way that is palatable for their audience. And just slipping it in, after putting a flying mount on sale is just so the wrong way to make this announcement.
Yeah, I think that slipping it trying to not that they tried specifically to slip it in sort of without telling anyone.
They released it on a Friday. They were trying not to tell anyone.
They released it on a Friday, but they know that all their news goes out. But it's more that they sort of didn't do it with an accompanying blog post and big explanation of why. I struggle with this one because I think that flying mounts are fun, super, super fun as a player of a single-player game. I think they suck as a design constraint, and Watcher is not the name I know him by, but Watcher is one like I think there's been a long discussion about whether these were a good idea in the first place and whether they sort of made things hard. I mean, like the whole concept of going from place A to place B with never interacting with the ground, like it's definitely ruined some of the explorability of Warcraft, um, for
Oh,
sure.
definitely. I
And
don't disagree.
yeah, no, I agree with you, Arrow. I actually think that like I think it's kind of ridiculous for them to take them out at this point because of all of the things that go along with it.
Yep.
I mean, I'm the owner of at least 3, possibly more store mounts, right?
Yep.
Like that sucks. Give me my $100 back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I guess they're just not adding it to anything new, but like saying that is like the most bullshit cop out version of this anyway. Like,
Yep.
oh, we're just not adding it anymore. Like I don't know.
I have no idea what they're doing there. I know they have a PR department. They have to have a PR department. It is not possible for them to not have a PR department. And yet, they say so many stupid things, just incomprehensibly dumb. And
Fire them, hire me. I will do your PR.
Yeah,
Fun job.
I don't know. It sucks because I mean I still occasionally play Warcraft and have played Pandaria and probably will play it again before the end, but I don't know. I mean, like luckily, like when I was in all of the new areas in the last expansion, I ran around on the ground with my flying mounts and was okay with it. But like you don't get to see their wings spread and all that stuff, and it's stupid.
yeah,
Like I think
I
no
don't
other
have
game
enough
should
words for.
I don't think any other game should put flying in. Like I don't like that Final Fantasy is adding flying. I'm not a Final Fantasy player, so I don't actually know how it'll affect things. But like in the short time that I did play, there's like I mean they have the same sort of event thing as Rift has, right? Where like there's random shit going on. And like that's one of the things that brings people together and this will not only let but encourage almost everybody to skip it.
Maybe. I
And
mean,
join in.
from the footage I've seen, the whole world looks like it's designed with flying in mind from the get-go. So
Okay.
I think it'll be a little different. I mean, I get the design constraints that flying adds, but I mean, in most cases, you fly at the max level after you've seen the vast majority of the content. I don't know. It just doesn't really bother me that much, especially since Blizzard kind of stopped adding areas where you could fly to exclusively and do stuff. I mean, they could still have areas where you have to fly to get there at the end game, and then maybe there's some NPCs in the air. I mean, there's all sorts of design gameplay constraints they could add, but they seem happier just cutting it out.
Yeah, I guess it's more like for me at least, I always sort of I don't know, I did a lot of that exploration after I was max level, so it's not weird to me that
Yeah.
I mean like the number of mountains that I've crawled and when you used to be able to like geometry exploit and get on top of Ironforge and stuff, like I did a lot of that. I did a lot of that. So it's sad to not to not bring that back, I guess. I don't know.
Add weather patterns or something. You know, make it harder to fly around freely. Don't just get rid of it.
Yeah, it's really awkward to just strip a pretty major feature. I mean, they sold an expansion on the back of flying, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
I mean,
Yeah.
I actually liked it when it was first introduced too. I mean, you had these exclusive areas that you had to fly to. There were mobs in the air that were kind of a huge pain in the butt. And I mean, it's just
yeah.
don't
No,
make
they
that
totally
worse.
clearly
Oh, the
just
first time I flew to Skedis was awesome.
The really nice thing about flying that I thought was allowed them, particularly in Cataclysm, to build 3D zones. Like, so you had multiple levels of the zone you could look up and look down and kind of interact that way, which I thought was really cool. But I can see how it would be frustrating, excuse me, from a content design perspective to put a cool boss with a cool story that leads up to them in the middle of somewhere and just see people like dive bombing out of the sky to get right to them.
well, and it's not just bosses, right? Quests, like all like I mean And like the whole herbal like crafting thing, material gathering thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, people like think back and think they enjoyed fighting over stuff, but probably
No.
didn't. Really.
Fucking druids fucking stealing herbs in fucking flight form.
That's what I did.
Oh, you go
Yeah.
straight to hell and you die.
I'll fly there.
Do you think that Blizzard is entering like a period of austerity with World of Warcraft? It kind of feels like they're trying to make it as cheap as possible.
I don't think that's true, but
I don't know. They seem to not have the PR department. Maybe.
That's true. They fired those guys.
I mean,
I don't just some of the things that they've done. I don't have any concrete reason to believe this, but it just feels like they're not. The love isn't going to WoW that it used to be, and I wonder if they're kind of phasing down. I mean, it is 10 years old.
well, where's it going?
I don't know. I mean, it makes pretty good money if they did nothing at all to it.
Hearthstone, I guess. Heroes of the Storm.
Right.
Yeah,
Overwatch.
Heroes of the Storm. Like, is that ever gonna come out of alpha?
It's in beta now.
Oh,
It-
well.
Yeah,
Isn't it out?
it's public beta June 2nd.
Oh yeah, I've seen commercials all the time.
Hulu?
No, just on TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they have commercials all the time on Hulu for it, and so
Or
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, and Hearthstone, I think, makes them wheelbarrows of cash. I mean, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think anyone there realized how much money they were going to make off Hearthstone, and all the impression I've got is that that thing is a huge moneymaker. So
Yeah.
they'd probably be better off throwing all their efforts into making more cards for Hearthstone, because God knows I'll buy them.
It's,
And
it's
then,
probably
not play, and
realized.
then not play the game.
I play. I get to rank 20 every month to get my card back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I tried to play on my phone, and then I realized how much that like I don't actually care.
Yeah, I
Wow.
get quickly.
I think the part of the problem actually with Hearthstone for me is that it has the same problem as like Magic, except that you can't just buy the cards you want. Like
Mm.
now, I wish I could buy in, and I can't. Right? Like I can't buy a deck and play. I have to like go through
Yeah.
unlocking and doing the daily quests with like some bullshit deck or playing the like random pack game, and I don't want to do that at all.
I only like arenas, so
That's fair.
I mean, when I got bored, it's like,
That's true. I guess that's kind of the option for people who don't have good constructed decks is you can always do Arena.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely the way to get cards. It's just I don't know. That seems like a lot of work too. So maybe I'm just lazy.
You used to be cool, Ellie. You used to be cool.
I used to, but then I started playing Magic again.
Now you're not cool.
At least it's
So-
not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I do not play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's true.
Way to draw the line.
I do have some of the Wheel of Time card game packs in my closet though.
Weird.
I still have some of the the werewolf and vampire ones.
Oh, nice. I have Star Trek cards too.
Nice.
Anybody want to buy Riker?
That
Yeah.
Whatever. You totally want to buy Riker. He's awesome.
mhm.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, is this okay, so is this the outrage? Like, is this going to okay, I'm always shocked whenever there's those year-long droughts at the end of expansions in WoW, and people keep playing the game. And I always think, like, okay, well, this time, I mean, this has been going on since Wrath of the Lich King, and I think that this time, people aren't going to put up with that. They're going to be like, no more, we're not doing this. Is this going to be something that will push people into not putting up with a game that they don't actually enjoy?
No.
No, because first of all, people do enjoy the game. It's still a fun game. Like, and on top of that, like, you open the show talking about how much shit there is to do at max level in Final Fantasy. Like, we've already done all of that in Warcraft. Are we gonna really do that again in another game?
Yes.
Well, you're not, obviously.
I
I
am.
mean, it's just a lot of sunk hours. That's all I'm saying. So, like, it's easy to come back and, like, have a bunch of shit.
Yeah, if there's ever new content.
which there is every couple of years.
Okay, this is a clever segue, you guys. You totally set me up here. Way to go.
Arrow, do you have something you'd like to contribute to this conversation?
Okay, the problem is, and I'm making claw hands at the screen. The problem is the current content is not written by anyone who has any familiarity with the old content at all. It's like they've started the new 52 or some shit, and that doesn't work when you're built on an existing property with existing information, existing content, existing lore, and then you fuck all that up. Stop it! Just, ugh! That's why I don't read comic books. Retcons are lazy and dumb.
That's fair.
Really? That's what I get? Really? That's fair? Don't agree
That's
with
fair.
me. I mean, agree with me because I'm right, but...
Oh, retcons are the bastion of creativity.
No.
Myth tellers since time immemorial. Retell stories.
So, are you still angry about the fact that we go back to Draenor and it's not broken and then it's called Hellfire Citadel? So because you're wrong, because we went back and we named it when we talked to Thrall. He's like, go to Hellfire Citadel. I don't actually know who tells you to go to Hellfire Citadel, but somebody does. And we were talking about it in our language from the future, past, present.
Oh my
But
God.
it doesn't make any sense.
J.J. Abrams
Time
made
travel
no sense.
stories are really... They're... People who are writing quests for an MMO should not try to dip their toes into time travel bullshit because they're really hard to write.
Mm-hmm.
Your only choices are either to make the paradoxes make sense, which they didn't, or to have some clever reason for paradoxes to exist, which they didn't. It's horrible.
Of course they did have a reason. The reason
No! It
no,
doesn't
they do.
make
The
any
reason is
sense.
that they went back in time.
No! That
They didn't drink the demon blood.
any sense.
They didn't drink the demon blood. Therefore,
Yes, so what is the
everything's
point?
cool and everybody's
why
happy.
would you want to go back in time?
Because
and
you
make
don't want to
them-
fuck up the current timeline.
I don't
But
care.
fucking up the current timeline means everything bad that ever happened,
But
other
also
than
you
the
cease
demon
to
soul,
exist.
didn't happen.
But you might cease to exist.
Doesn't matter.
I don't actually care much about the lore in Warcraft. That's never really so
What?
much been my
What?
thing. I
What
know,
about the
I know,
butterfly
shocking.
effect? You're missing out on the butterfly effect. You gotta make everything happen
However-
exactly how it is, or else it doesn't work anymore.
Even I think that the whole time travel with Draenor thing is a bit of a mea culpa of, we have screwed up this storyline. We don't know how to go forward with this, so let's just go back in time and do it again. And so, yeah, I kind of understand where Arrow's coming from.
Wait. Did you think that the Draenor storyline was bad?
I don't really know what the Draenor storyline was.
Because the Draenor storyline was good. It was interesting when we went there, at least on the Horde.
You
And
would play anything else.
yeah, well, me. But
Yeah,
at the time, I was playing on the Alliance. But the Draenor storyline was actually interesting, and like, I don't think they're trying to rewrite the Draenor storyline. I think that people want to see Draenor as it was in like Warcraft 3. 2, 3? 3?
No.
2? 1?
Arrow says no.
They want to see what Draenor like used to be like, and there's no way for them to show that in the current game without some sort of retcon bullshit or making a new game that happens way in the past. And we know
Or
they're not going to make
no. Or the Caverns of Time just
No,
give
but-
us a raid in the past. They've been doing that already.
But but those suck. Those are all
Really?
lame. Yeah, you can't go
What?
exploring. Like
Bullshit! You can't go exploring.
you
Hillsbrad
can
is
go
awesome.
exploring for a little while, and then you hit the edge of the world, and you're like, "Where's the rest of it?" And then it's not as good, and you can see the lush jungles of Zangarmarsh. You have to like see the like weird mushroom kingdom, and nobody wants that.
I'm really confused.
The Mushroom Kingdom is awesome. That was the best zone in the game.
Oh, that's not true.
What? Oh.
That's
You know
true.
what? No.
No, Nagrand was awesome. I love
No.
No,
Nagrand was
Nagrand is,
awesome.
no, I don't like
But
Nagrand. It's
Vanger March was the
boring.
best. It was
Terracar.
beautiful.
What? No,
Absolutely
Terracar's
visually stunning.
terrible. Oh my god, all
No.
the spikes and the like falling off the cliffs and no.
Yeah, no, Terracar's really nice, and Nagrand is boring. It's full of grass
it's
and
not
like
boring.
buffaloes, and
Even the quests are boring.
No, that's like
yeah.
no. That's not true.
All right, well, I'm glad we worked that out.
That's so sad. I'm so sad that you guys are so wrong about Nagrand.
Well, now, I mean, does Nagrand exist in Warlords of Draenor?
Think so? Why would it not? It's
Has
not like
anyone on this podcast played Warlords of Draenor?
Yes.
Yeah, it exists.
I've played a little bit.
Like people are out in the world now anyway. Everyone's just sitting in their garrisons.
I know that part actually. Well, I don't know. So the garrisons are kind of fun,
No.
but then you can't go visit other people's garrisons or decorate them like you want, and then they're.
You want to decorate other people's garrisons?
That would be fun.
I
I
wanna
would totally PT Ellie's garrison.
That'd
I
be
wanna
good. You could break into someone's garrison and like switch all their furniture opposite to the way it was.
I just want to
Ooh.
decorate my garrison.
Mess with the feng shui.
Is the real thing.
Murph, why don't you like garrisons?
They're boring. They're Facebook games. That's it. Terrible.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people complain about that.
It was cool, like, the first, while I was leveling, and then I got next level and realized I was going to do the exact same thing over and over and over, and...
Well, I didn't get to max level, so the garrison was still fun.
Oh.
Wow.
All right.
It's more
like
fun
garrisons.
than literally putting Farmville in the game.
That's true. Yeah. I would have liked garrisons better if they were max level only, so then there's something to do at max level, because there wasn't, which is why I no longer play.
That's actually a good point, yeah. And I think having it intertwined with the leveling experience sucks if you want alts and you don't want to go through the whole garrison thing, is my
You
understanding.
can skip it.
Can you? I think you have to have a garrison. I think it's
You
intertwined.
have to have a garrison, but you don't have to like do the quest. You can like skip the whole intro shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's like
It's-
there's like some ridiculous like Easter egg thing to do it. You like swim to the bottom of the ocean, and then there's like a cave, and you go in the cave and get fatigue, and then you like get out of fatigue, and then there's a little portal, and you like meditate, and then you like show up in wherever you start with the garrison.
Okay.
Or you don't have to do the like 4-hour.
Oh,
intro.
speaking of fatigue, they should add that to flying mounts. Problem solved.
That's actually not a bad idea.
The problem. That's not the problem. The problem is that you can take off in 2 seconds and land exactly where you want to do, and then take off again.
Yeah, but if you can't be in the air for that long, it would at least make you land every so often.
That high, you have to stay kind of low.
The
shot off.
height doesn't matter.
Well, but if they had some way of like interacting with people on their mount,
Like
you could shoot them.
Mounted
like when
combat.
you used to be able, didn't you used to be able to like be a priest or a mage and like airbomb people?
Sheep them off.
They should
Bomb
get
sheep.
that back. There you
Yeah, that'd be good.
go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge. I mean, I thought flying was cool. I can see why they don't want to do it, but they went about this totally the wrong way, and still, I mean, to this day, they're still selling flying mounts on the store. It's weird and wrong.
Yeah, and they've been just wobbly on it for a long time. I actually I actually do appreciate that well, even this they weren't really put their foot down. They did for this expansion, but I really wish they would have just been like, yeah, we're not doing flying months anymore. They were good.
And then
but they
stop selling them.
Well, and stop selling them, or like make a big warning on the page or some shit. But like, at least the newest one is like a cat thing, right? So it'll still look like a cat when it's on the ground. Because we need more cats. I don't know. But they've been like wishy-washy on it for like 3 expansions. Ever since right after Burning Crusade, they like weren't. I guess Lich King had a lot of like flying stuff.
Yeah, it had a lot of flying stuff.
Yeah,
Those zones were
tons.
huge too.
What's that?
The zones, like the Ice Crown Citadel, was just like gigantic. You had to have flying
Yeah.
to make that work.
That was
That's true.
I mean, I don't know. I liked Icecrown a lot, actually. So that's like, I mean, they clearly designed with flying in mind, and then Cataclysm, they absolutely did not design with with flying in mind. It was like, we have to do these stupid 3D models of everything so that because we have flying mounts, but they clearly didn't actually want you to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
I
weird.
think
Why spend all that time and energy if you didn't really want them to?
Yeah, I
Whatever.
kind of wish they'd just been like, we'll do it when it makes sense, and otherwise we won't, and then had like one zone per expansion that was the flying zone, maybe something
Yeah.
like that, where they actually spent the time to design properly for flying.
because you guys are right. I think like Ice Crown is an excellent example of a zone that was designed for flying and does it well.
Of course, they fucked it up by phasing, but that's
Wow, that's a whole
I-
other topic.
I really liked the story in Ice Crown, though.
yeah.
So
Oh,
I
totally.
let and I'm glad that phasing existed for that reason, but also there were so many better ways I'm sure that they could have found to do that where you didn't have the problem with, oh hey, I need help with this quest. All 120 people I know are on different phases.
Right.
Vajra's like dying at one point during we were leveling through Ice Crown, and he's like, "Why aren't you healing me?" And I'm like, "I don't know where you are." We're right next to each other on the
Yeah.
map, and
Yeah.
oh my god, it was a mess.
That happened a lot.
Yeah, that really did. Okay, so let's move on to another topic, which is E3. E3 is coming up in a couple of weeks, and of course, it's it's E3. Everyone, the best part about E3 is being on Twitter and participating in the mock fest during all the showcases.
I'm very excited for that part.
Wait, which week is it?
I don't know. I don't look that part up. Like the 6th next weekend?
It's not the weekend. It's during the week, isn't it?
Does it matter?
June 16th
Well, it does
to
because
18th.
it depends if we're going to be at work or not.
16th to 18th. Oh, so yeah, 16th to 18th. It is a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
You work from home, I work from home, she works in a beanbag chair. I don't think it really matters.
I have to go to the office sometimes.
That's a good summer era. That's true. Sometimes I just need to take an E3 break. But so there's a whole bunch of stuff. E3 last year I thought was pretty lackluster. There wasn't a lot of announcements that I was very excited about. This year, for the first time, Bethesda's going to have a showcase, so I feel like we're going to get to see some at least different stuff from that. But Ellie, you made a list. Tell us what you're looking forward to at E3.
Wait, I want to go first because I only have one.
Era, what are you looking forward to for E3?
Mass Effect 4.
Oh shit! I forgot that on my list.
That's on my list.
I win!
Well, I have Just Cause 3, so.
Whatever, Mass Effect 4.
But Just Cause is so much fun.
Whatever, Mass Effect 4.
Like the problem with here's the problem with this list. Like the list I have is like stuff I want them to talk about or whatever, but like there's almost nothing that comes out of E3 that I am newly excited for most years. Or if there is, like I don't know what it is, and then like my list is like whatever. And the games I am excited for, I don't actually want to see too much of because I'm going to buy them and play them, hopefully, like Mass Effect 4. and
Yeah,
Just Cause 3.
I just want to know
When?
when. I want a launch date, and I want a timeline idea.
Yeah,
Era
okay,
wants
that's
some
fair.
lore.
That's
She wants
fair.
some
Yes. Feed me delicious lore. Now instead of finger claws, I'm doing grabby hands.
Yeah, because I have Borderlands 3, which people think might get announced there or revealed-ish. I don't know. 4? I guess it's 4. The next Borderlands game, the real 3,
There you
and I'm interested to see what they do with it, since 1.5 is totally like an offshoot of 2 in the same way that like the Brotherhood Assassin's Creed games were. So yeah, I don't know.
think-
Borderlands 3 is on my list. Just Cause and Uncharted 4.
One of the things about E3 is that there's so many, like it's basically we're announcing the next installment of our franchise festival. Like you were saying, Allie, there's so rarely something. When No Man's Sky a couple of years ago, that was one time where I was like, oh, I'm interested in this. I'm actually excited by this new IP. It seems really rare for like a brand new concept. It like my list is all sequels, pretty much. But Murph, what's on your list?
Yeah, it's not an indie fest, right? So.
Right. Yeah.
I'm showing it off right here.
Oh yeah, the Fallout. Nice.
Yes. I'm ready for Fallout. Doom. Kind of curious to see what Doom looks like. So all Bethesda for me.
Doom
God
with
of
an N?
War?
Doom, as in Doom, Doom.
Wow.
Wait, Bethesda's making a Doom game?
They own ID.
Ah.
They did.
Huh.
They have for like many years now.
I totally didn't know that.
It's cool. It's cool.
I think it's the
They're
same
the
people who did the Wolfenstein new one last year behind the new Doom game.
Yeah, Bethesda
So,
did do that.
yeah.
That
I'm
game
not sure
was
if it's the
pretty
same
fun.
team, but because they've been working on Doom forever, because they redid it, and this is the version they want to go with. So we'll see. They had they showed off the prototype not that long ago, and it looked kind of like a Call of Duty with Doom.
Call
So,
of Doomy.
Why would you want Doom? Oh, whatever.
I have to have corridors.
No,
Lots
why
of
would you want
hallways.
to make a Call of Duty looking Doom?
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Why would you ever?
It
You're
just
right,
looked
though.
like
Fine,
Ray.
fine.
Well, part of the reason is because the Call of Duty timeline is like getting past us. Aren't they into the future on Call of Duty now?
They are. They are.
Yeah. So the next one they're gonna go to wherever
To hell?
the moon and open up the hell. No, that's the whole thing. They open a portal. That's how Doom works. Is they open a portal.
Well,
to
no,
hell
I
on the
know
moon.
how Doom works. I'm just amused at the idea of Call of Duty Hell Edition. I feel like that's gonna be...
There we go. It's all in the same timeline. Surprise! Doom is Call of Duty.
Yeah, awesome. Actually.
Good. I have missed like those heavily textured 2D corridors though, so I look forward to that.
Yeah. So exciting.
I don't know if I played Doom 3. I think I got terrified in a really dark basement playing Doom 3 when it first came out, and then I never played it again.
Terrified in a really dark basement. That's the name of my new band.
It's gonna
Be a good
wild.
autobiography.
That would be good. Terrified in a really dark basement, the Illendreel story.
On Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that would be a sex tape joke.
That would be a sex tape joke. What else is on your list, Murph?
Maybe God of War 4. They showed off. Kind of curious to see what gods they have left to kill.
Not many.
Maybe we'll switch to a different country.
They've gone pretty deep on God of War.
I mean, I've heard rumors like Norse, which would be pretty cool.
How does that work? They must have a different. They won't be with Kratos then.
No, it's still Kratos. It just he's like, I've killed mine. I'm gonna kill yours.
Kratos the Viking.
You know you'd play that.
I would totally play that. So speaking of that, there was this game. Did you ever play Rune? I think it was called. It was like a it was like a late '90s game or early 2000s. What? You're shaking your.
Oh no, I haven't played it. I was just...
You're like a Viking. You're totally a Viking. You use an axe and then you like get magic powers, and it was super fun. I can't remember the name of it.
I think
Short name like that.
I never played it, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I want another one of those. That game was fun. Nobody does Norse mythology.
Mm-mm.
Except Marvel.
Well, Thor doesn't count.
They ruined Norse mythology.
No, that's the joke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Good one, Arrow.
Yeah.
I need
My
some
E3
I
list.
got burned.
My E3 list also has Mass Effect 4. I just want to know more. I want anything they want to tell us. I will take anything. Last year they showed us a tree. I would like 2 trees. Like I am open to whatever they want to share with us.
I would like a baby Krogan.
A baby Krogan
Oh my
would be.
god.
Oh my god.
Or a Quarian without a mask on. That would be.
Oh, that would be cool.
I want all these things. Yes. BioWare, hire Arrow and just do whatever she wants. Just do it.
I'm going
It's
to
gonna be
record
Cullen
that,
in
just that,
space.
and I'm going to make that my ringtone.
My space boyfriend Cullen. That is going to be the subtitle. To the Mass Effect game.
Yeah, they're Cullen and Garrus are pretty much the same dude.
Yeah.
Same dude. I have a type. Apparently.
A BioWare type.
I want to find out if Battlefront is actually going to be fun or not.
Battlefront?
Star
Way
Wars
to steer my
Battlefront?
conversation away from Cullen so I don't embarrass myself in public.
Totally did, and I helped you, and also
Awesome.
no spoiler zone.
Thank you.
Helped you and the listeners as we.
No, but I actually want to see if Battlefront looks cool because the trailer was Star Wars Battlefront. Don't make that face.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't Battlefront
Battlefront
that was like a
Star
shooting
Wars
game.
Yeah, I
Star
thought that
Wars
was
shooting game.
like a World War
No,
II.
That is Battlefield.
Oh, God. Excuse me, white dude. I'm sorry, I don't know all your shooty war games.
Well, you should be because they're made by the same people. So
That's why they don't look exactly the fucking same.
yeah, no, that's actually the trailer for Star Wars Battlefront looked really cool. They did like an Endor speeder bike chase thing, and it was super cool. But they said it was gameplay, or they said it was engine footage, not gameplay footage, and I want to see some
screw
gameplay
that.
footage.
Just code word for bullshit.
Yeah. And probably broken because the last Battlefield game was apparently super broken. So.
I hope it does well. Then we can get Mass Effect Battlefront.
Oh, see, that'd be fun.
That'd be cool. I'd play that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mass Effect 4. I think they're going to do a release date for Persona 5, announced it at E3. They're saying there's going to be a big Persona 5 related announcement, and release date's pretty much the only thing they have left, that release date, otherwise known as the day I get my PS4, so I would like to know that. Thank you.
We're good
And
friends.
yeah, yes, totally. So I'm excited for that, and also I've heard a bunch of weird rumors when I was doing research for this, and a bunch of people. I didn't. Well, I read things on the internet, and a bunch of people are hinting that Rockstar might be announcing a PC port for Red Dead Redemption.
That would have been fun 5 years ago when Red Dead Redemption was new.
Well, I've never played it because
that game was awesome, by the way.
Right. Well, that's what everybody says. Everybody talks about how awesome it was. I want to play it. It needs to be on PC so I can play it.
And then they should give it to us free for those of us that bought it already.
I liked it, but I kind of got bored of the story. I didn't finish it.
I also didn't finish it, and then I spent a lot of time with my friends as a posse.
So,
going around
if
the
you
world.
liked Red Dead Redemption, do not
Warcraft.
finish it. No. If you liked it, do not finish it. Stay right where you are.
Okay.
Trust me.
It was just fun to take a rifle out on horseback and shoot some rabbits.
Mountain lions? Yeah,
And
that was.
mountain lions,
Era,
yeah.
if you finish it, do men come to your house and stomp on your game disc, or what? I'm a little
ending is
concerned.
Awful.
Oh, okay.
Like Mass Effect 3 before DLC, awful.
That wasn't that bad, Jesus.
Okay, so it was worse than that.
Okay, then it would have been bad. It was on the edge of. It was definitely bad, Mass Effect 3. I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it wasn't I need to burn my house and the entire franchise to the ground.
No, you don't need to burn your house, the entire franchise to the ground. But I mean, seriously, it was. There's Jesus Grandpa, and then there's what? Seriously, what in the hell were they even thinking?
I'll keep that in mind if it comes out on PC. Don't finish it, which is good because I don't finish games anyway, so that's going to work out real well. And I think we might actually get to E3, find out what we're doing in No Man's Sky aside from Buzz flying over dinosaurs.
Hopefully nothing.
Yeah. Sure.
I sort of agree with you, but I also think that's going to be a hard sell.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I don't want to do too much. I don't want it to be become a weird shooter or PvP combat-y thing.
Or crafting.
Yeah, I don't want it to be Minecraft in space. That would be terrible.
Did someone on this podcast just go ugh crafting?
Yeah,
Have you met
I want
us?
Minecraft in space. I want that.
No, you don't want that, and you don't want that from No Man's Sky, because No Man's Sky is not about building ridiculous shit. If you want to do that,
How do you know what No Man's Sky is
Well,
about?
in
It
my head.
doesn't exist.
In my head, and everything they've shown is about the exploration of the universe.
But you explore to. Oh,
No, you don't
crafting
explore
can be
to
part
craft.
of craft. Yes,
No.
yes.
No, because then you
How
like
else
have
do you
to do the
find-
crafting, and then you have to like it's all guided, and you're like just go through the stupid skill tree. You even do that shit in Minecraft, like, or you cheat, but you can't cheat as easily on PS4.
Okay, so let me ask you, Ellie, what's your ideal gameplay for No Man's Sky, considering what we know so far?
And I want to like fly my ship around the universe in a direction for like 6 hours.
Fly my ship around the universe in a direction for 6 hours.
Yep, and then find a planet and see some pink dinosaurs and be like, this is sweet, and then go find a planet with red dinosaurs. That's what I want to do. It's like
So
literally all I want to do is explore.
You
Like the demo they have now would be good enough for me, probably.
Murph,
don't want an
you-
actual game.
Murph, same question. What would you like to see out of No Man's
I
Sky?
want to nuke this shit out of somebody's planet.
Nice. That's a good answer. Fly in one direction for 6 hours, find some pink dinosaurs, and nuke the shit out of them.
I think that's worthwhile.
It's the American way, goddammit. Okay.
Oculus, that's
Ellie,
the other thing. Oculus is the other big thing.
did you hear that the first consumer version of the Oculus is coming out for $1,500?
It's not coming out for $1,500. That's like the Ben Kuchera headline of this podcast.
Wow.
Wow.
No, that's actually like the title of one of his articles.
I thought we were
From like this last week, that like $1,500 would be the price of the Oculus if you don't have a gaming PC. It's like, well, no shit. If you buy a PC gaming accessory without having a gaming PC, you also have to buy a gaming PC to use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a ridiculous headline and a ridiculous thing to say that it costs $1,500.
Well, how much does it cost?
Like $300, the same as the dev kits.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know.
Just have to have a good
Oh, you
computer.
don't know.
Well, like I've done any actual research. I just know that like it's
Oh
not.
my god.
$1,500 is if you don't have a PC to put it on.
So you're talking out of your ass just like Ben Kuchera.
Can we stop saying that name?
Except in a consistent method.
Oh, no, I can't Twitter block in real life. Don't.
What is it, like Bloody Mary? We say it 5 times here on the podcast?
And he shows up and says, PS4 controllers feel like boobs? And then look what's happened, okay? Nobody wants that.
I think you're wrong, Ben. This is not the real thing.
Ellie, real quick, what have you been playing lately?
I played a bunch of Destiny this weekend, and aside from that, the new expansion. It was kind of fun, except the story is still stupid, and they clearly couldn't re-afford Peter Dinklage because no one said anything this entire expansion. And I've been playing The Last of Us still, and I think Arrow's right.
You think Arrow is right?
It hurts me to say that. Yeah, you guys said
What am I
last
right
week
about?
that you thought both.
Other than everything.
You guys said last week that you felt like it was when game developers became dads and then wanted to write about being dads.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened with The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's fun. But like, yeah. Also, like I'm really bad at shooting with the PS3 controller, so then the zombies eat the little girl.
Nom nom.
Oh, that's sad. I don't like the weird mushroom-faced zombies. Those are those are freaky.
Oh yeah. Also, I can't tell which zombie is which half the time, and it's really important to know because some of them you can fight in melee combat, and other ones they just bite your neck and turn you into zombies. And then the other one rips your face apart.
That's definitely not good.
No, it's bad.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah. He like puts his hands in your face like a bowling ball and pulls. Yeah.
That's a lose condition right there. I'm gonna call that.
It sure is.
Well, then you have
Murph,
two
what have you been
faces.
playing lately? No, gross. What have you been playing lately?
Just Final Fantasy 14. I finished the Unfinished Swan, like last week. But on that, just Final Fantasy 14. Trying to catch up for Heaven's Ward, whatever.
Is it Heaven's Sword or Heaven's Word?
Heaven's Ward, I guess, but it's all one word, so it's Heaven's Ward.
I hear the level 50 or the post level 50 story, like it has a really like kind of sad ending, so I'm a little worried. I'm like, are they going to kill off somebody? What's going to happen?
What's killing me is like all the item level requirement jumps, so it's like every 10 or 15 quests I finish, I have to go back and grind, and it's just like, killing me, guys.
Yeah, trying to do it like crunch it all in. I'm in the same boat. Crunch it all in before Heavensward, when you were doing this like as a patch that came out every 3 months was probably a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like how it's set up though. It's much better than World of Warcraft as far as like catching up. Like everybody's doing the same content. Content's a little different each time. I mean, as far as they reshuffle it for difficulties, and the difficulties aren't just for like more elitist people. They're just there for people who have better gear levels and stuff. So it's kind of a populist MMO in the best sense of the word.
Yeah, definitely, I agree, and I'm enjoying getting through. Although I'm having to rush it for Heavensward, but I'm definitely enjoying getting through it. How did you like the Unfinished Swan?
I loved it. It was
Yeah?
fantastic. Yeah.
Did you wish it was finished?
Well, spoilers. I'm not telling you.
Wow.
Yeah,
No,
that said, I mean, I've heard people compare that to Journey as being kind of an artistic.
I'm still waiting for Journey. I'm waiting for the PS4 port of it because I never had a PS3, so I am excited to play that one. They just showed off some of the follow-up to the Unfinished Swan. It's What Remains of Edith Finch, so we'll probably see more of that at E3. I'm kind of excited for that because it looks really artsy and cool and creepy all at the same time.
Yeah, that looks totally awesome. Era, what have you been playing lately?
Oh, I'm still deep in my shame spiral that's a water slide fed of my shame tears in Inquisition.
Oh.
So that,
How many times have you romanced Cullen at this point?
well, technically
times.
still only with one character.
Did you like have a save right before the good part and then keep going back?
I am replaying it with some mods and better graphics and taking video of everything, and shut up.
I thought you'd have it recorded on your phone so you can watch it in bed.
No, I'd rather use Fraps because it's better quality.
60 frames.
Arrow, we're gonna start to have an intervention here soon.
Too late. I have a friend who spends all of his time making hair mods for Inquisition, and so he's super obsessed with it. So we kind of support each other through our various.
In this trying time.
You
Yeah.
just have to
Shame.
check. You have to test out all the new hair mods on
Exactly.
Cullen every couple days.
Yeah, duh, of course.
Excellent. I've also been playing Final Fantasy like crazy because Heavensward comes out. Head starts in 20-ish days. So
Same time as E3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So that's going to be a busy time, and so I want to kind of get through it. It turns out, though, I'm traveling on vacation the day after Heavensward officially comes out. So, I mean, vacation, yay! But I'm kind of sad that I'm gonna be behind, like 10 days and get in, and everyone's gonna be like level 60, and I'll be like, hi guys. But I have been playing a lot of that, and Puzzles and Dragons, always Puzzles and Dragons forever. I play a lot of that.
That's terrible. I've been playing the shit out of my digging game.
How can you say that's terrible, but you've been playing your stupid tap mine?
You guys cannot make fun of me with Inquisition, because at least that's a AAA RPG.
I'm not
okay?
playing either of those shitty games, so I can make fun.
Hey, I've been in talks with Tapjoy because Tapjoy did not give me my rubies that I watched some stupid bullshit video and or signed up with an internet email address for.
I don't know if I can do the podcast with you two. I just don't even know.
Well, you're the one that plays Puzzles and Dragons.
Which is awesome.
Inquisition is a good game.
It was a good game, Arrow, in November.
It just had DLC.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, Ellie, Arrow, stop playing Inquisition. Ellie, play Inquisition.
I downloaded Summoner's War because they were going to give me free gems.
You know what? You are the one who needs an intervention. I am at least not spending real money on this shit.
Neither am I.
I'm
I
gonna
have downloading
incorporate
free
this.
games and playing the tutorials.
I'm going to incorporate this into my rant on free-to-play on my blog tomorrow.
Tutorials
I'll
are the
remember
worst
you.
part of
Speaking of
every
free to play,
No, not speaking of free-to-play. We're wrapping it up. It's over.
why
Speaking
are
of free
we
to
not
play-
talking about this?
'Cause
Are
there's
we
no-
saving it for next time when it's old, stale,
When it's
gross
old
news?
and old and old.
There's
news.
no time, people. We have ranted enough
WildStar is
for
going
today.
free to play, and it's bullshit because they said they would never go free to play. And Lior, there, you're done.
Thank you. Murph,
We're topical. Come on now.
okay, we're terribly...
But if the choice is between going free to play or shutting down,
Shut down.
no. Why would you
Bam.
even
Fire
say
everybody.
Let it
Capitalism, ho.
that? Why would you even?
We're not starting this conversation now. It's 7:35. We're wrapping it up. Murph, tell the nice people where they can find you on the internet.
down. Murphversus.net.
Thank you. And you're also on Twitter at CT Murphy. Is that right?
Can I do this? This YouTube thing?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That was pretty
Um,
clever.
Yeah.
You got pretty close too. Yeah, that's good.
Ellie and Arrow, that no one can ever find you anywhere.
No, you can't find me. I'm too deep in Cullen Hell.
It's hard. It's hard to contact me.
Ellie is at That Angry Dwarf on Twitter. Arrow is at Arrowlade on Twitter. I'm at Liors, Liores on Twitter. And that's it for this episode. Thank you, everyone, for coming on and talking about things. We could have talked about more, so next time we will.
Did they ever make WildStar good?
It started off good.
WildStar is good.
Ish.
It was
It's-
super fun
it's
to play,
good-ish.
just not something I wanted to spend money
But
on.
it wasn't as fun. It wasn't as fun to play as other action MMOs. It was like WoW, and then they were like, "We're
What
gonna
what were the other choices of action MMOs
Are you
at the
talking
time?
about Terra?
Terra. I am totally talking about
Terra.
Terra.
You're saying Terra was more fun.
Terra's combat was absolutely more fun than.
I would
WildStar.
rather play WildStar than Terra.
WildStar looked awesome and was hilarious, and you got to play on hoverboards, but the combat wasn't as good.
Yes, but you okay? Yeah, you also didn't have the horrible chat about the Ellen in WildStar.
Or Mr. Whiskerface's butthole.
yeah,
or
that-
Mr.
that-
Whiskerface's butthole.
I do not count that as a positive that we don't get to see Mr. Whiskerface's butthole anymore.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This episode is now over.
I had no comments on buttholes.
That's a solid stance to take on the show. Thank you very much for listening and or watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. And until then, you can check out our archives at liarblog.com/catcontext podcast. And we're also on Twitter at catcontext. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait. Okay. So